Hey, Steve Mignoni here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts with a nifty little Mustang. This is a 1970 sports roof, in other words, Fastback or 2+2, call it what you will. But it's nicely done sort of resto mod, a little bit of restoration, a little bit of modification. Got to dig the Mach 1 style hood scoop in the center of the hood. Again, the Mach 1 style hood blackout, but again, this is not matte. This is actually underneath the clear coat with the burgundy. Nicely done. This is the kind of stuff you see at shows. It's not restoration correct, but it's actually nicer than factory because it's very smooth. It's not raised like a correct-ish Mustang would be. So it's custom and kind of nice. Okay, let's pop that hood and see what's going on. And all right, yeah, this is a Ford Racing 351 Windsor crate engine with aluminum Motorsports GT40 cylinder heads, so they're nice and light. Again, aluminum, bigger ports and valves than standard stuff. A dual plane intake manifold, again, Ford Motorsport right there, right from Dearborn, right from the horse's mouth, literally and figuratively. Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, a vintage air conditioning system here with a serpentine belt drive up front. Aluminum radiator, which has the same look as a Mustang piece with the stamped in parts, but again, larger cores for better cooling. An MSD ignition system, the 6AL, which is there's a little chip on the bottom right here, which you can set your rev limits with. Comes in the bottom right there, kind of cool. Headers on this have been coated with a stainless steel effect. Electronic ignition, of course, no points anymore in this one. Power brakes, and something that we don't see under the hood are the spring towers, those big bulky boxes on each side. That's because this one has a Alden coil over McPherson type front suspension conversion with a rack and pinion system. So this basically has modern Mustang geometry up front with tubular control arms, getting away from, well, the antiquated stuff that came back in 1970. So the handling will be better than an original restored Mustang would be. So that's the mod part of this resto mod. The wheels are a nice touch and a nice nod to the past. Magnum 500s, 15 inches. But they hide disc brakes front and rear, which is a nice plus. The rear brakes on this, again, would be drums from the factory, but not anymore. And there's a 9-inch rear axle here with a 350 gear and a Detroit locker, which is a tough differential. Now, the beauty thing here for cruising down the highway is the automatic transmission, but unlike the stock C4 or TMX or FMX type tranny, this is an AOD, which has an overdrive fourth gear, which means going down the highway, it'll reduce to 1,800, maybe 2,000 RPM for fuel economy and engine life and a quieter ride. Now, the body on this one is very nice. It's not a Mach 1, it's a basic sport roof, which is cool because the Mach 1s had some extra gingerbread down low and stuff that not everybody likes, you know. This really lets the body lines breathe quite nicely. And it's a great clean body. Magnate likes to stick everywhere. It's really a nice example here. Nice straight maroon paint, beautiful car. Gotta love the Mach 1 style deck lid spoiler. And of course the slats right here, Boss 302 type stuff right there. And these, of course, unhook, you just hinge that up, clean the rear window. But all this stuff here is a tribute to the Mach 1, the Boss 302, which certainly these things were available on. Speaking of Boss 302, the blacked out tail lamps are Boss 302 tribute goodies. And the Mach 1 honeycomb type applique on the back. Really a nice tribute to the greatest hits of Mustang styling. Let's look inside and see what's going on the trunk floor. Okay, yeah, very nice. Here's another 15x7 Magnum 500 style wheel. Lots of Dynamat insulation. That stuff's like $4 a square foot, not cheap. And I like this, the power antenna right here. There's the motor underneath. You hit the radio on and the antenna comes right on up. And again, very nice touch. Something else that's pretty cool, I gotta go up inside and show you, but this has sequential LED taillights. Watch this right here. I'll go inside, turn the ignition key in the on position, and then when I hit the directional, it will do a little trick. Is it doing it right there? That's cool. Now that's kind of a tribute to the old Thunderbirds of the early 60s, the sequential taillight, but visible right here on this wonderfully modified 69 Fastback Mustang. So again, 9-inch rear axle, AOD, 4-speed automatic with overdrive, 351 torque monster with aluminum heads, carbureted, and coil over front suspension conversion. So really a nice resto mod ready to be enjoyed. So if you want to learn more about this one, of course, go to the High Octane Classics website. And remember that High Octane Classics offers a variety of finance plans with as little as 10% down. They'll also deliver the car to your front door. And they do take trades, late models, daily drivers, you name it, they'll consider a trade. So that's the story of this 1970 Mustang resto mod Fastback. Check out some more cars from the High Octane Classics inventory at the High Octane Classics website.